Okay, so this is part 2 of that first manipulation puzzle. And I I'm trying to figure out which mouse I would rather use. I'm going to try the focus one. I hope the darkness doesn't bother you. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is name your actual puzzle, whatever you want to name it in Google Slides. And I'm going to name this one simply X Ray Puzzle. For now, I can change the name later if I don't like it. Then this is going to be the slide where you give your students the directions for how to complete the puzzle. So I'm going to add another slide, a blank slide. And before I make the background, my picture that I made in Google Draw, the background, I am first going to go to, and this is very important, this is something you have to do. I'm going to go to page setup and I'm going to hit the down arrow and go to custom. And this is where I put it in the same size that my picture in Google Draw was. Remember, we made a notation of what size it was and it was given it to me in inches. And then once I have that, I hit apply. Now, all of your slides are that particular slide. And we do that so that when you add the background, you add your picture as the background, it will not distort your picture, which is really important. Now, this is the one that I saved and used the other day to actually make your puzzle. I'm going to use this one because it has all of the writing on it and you will recognize it. So you can see now that students cannot click in these text boxes, change, or move anything. And that's what you want for a manipulative puzzle. Part of the manipulative puzzle stays down and it never moves. And then the second part of the manipulative puzzle will be movable. What's beautiful about Google Slide presentations is anything you put out here on this white space that's outside of the slide will stay in this white space and students can see them and manipulate them from out here. And that's beautiful because sometimes you don't have room on the slide for your movers. So let's say this was vocabulary and out here you had squares of the definitions. You wouldn't have room to put those definitions up here, not and them to be readable. So you would actually put some of those in this area for students to find and move. Hopefully that'll make sense, and I'll show you with my bone that it does make sense. Okay, so I have found a bone to use, and so I'm going to upload that from my computer. I wanted to use bones because we're doing x-rays. I keep skipping over my bone. There it is. And so as you can see, you can grab it by the corner. Remember, we only manipulate pictures by the corner so they do not distort. And so students are going to cover up the false statements with a bone. That's my manipulative. And again, we're using a bone in this puzzle because I'm trying to be, silly and have fun. Now it's easy. If you use the same manipulative over and over, it's really easy to do. What you're going to do is you are going to copy and then paste. And I just did it. I have a Dell. So I did it by Control C to copy and Control V to paste. If you have a Mac, It's Command C to copy and Command V to paste. Or you can always do it the old-fashioned way. Be sure you have the handles around it, and you can go to Edit and click on Copy, and then you can go on Edit and click on Paste. But if I were you, I would totally do the shortcuts. Max, Command C for copy, Command V for paste, Dell's, Control C, or Control V. I think all Windows computers have Control instead of Command. You would do this until you've given them the number of bones that you want to give them to cover up things. And just like I was saying, ta-da, it stays. Anything you put in this area stays. So if you wanted to, you could put all your bones over here for them to grab and manipulate. Now, I hope this doesn't confuse you. I'm going to show you something else very important. Let's say you wanted to make manipulatives that also had text on them. That is what I am going to show you in part 3. Okay, so if you want your manipulatives to have something different on it, like these are the meanings for words, and these squares would have the word in it, I'm going to show you how to do that right now in the next video.